Oh, oh God. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Gabester here. This is the normal tank guide for Iron Juggernaut. And if you're looking for the full raid guide or any other role-specific guides, click on the annotations on screen. And let's get started. So the most important ability in this fight for a tank is the flame vents. And this is basically the tank swap mechanic, so you will need two tanks. While the boss is in assault mode, which he'll be in most of the fight, he will engage and attack tanks just like normal. And during this time, he'll use the flame vents attack in a front cone pretty frequently. This does about 300,000 fire damage to anyone in the cone, as well as applies the Ignite Armor debuff. And Ignite Armor lasts 30 seconds, does 30,000 damage per second, fire damage, and it increases fire damage taken by 10% per stack. So, as usual, tank swaps are required based on the expiration of the Ignite Armor debuff. Depending on how many stacks you want to go to, you basically just swap off one another when the previous tank's Ignite Armor has faded. Since you are using two tanks during this fight, the tank that is not holding the boss during assault mode will be in charge of dealing with some of the crawler mines. And this is a really important job, one of the best things that a tank can do on this fight. So every 30 seconds, crawler mines will spawn, and they'll shoot out toward random ranged raid members, pretty much, so usually behind the boss. Now, after 15 seconds, if a mine is left alone, it will explode and deal raid-wide damage to everybody. So that's generally bad. As the tank that's not on the boss at the time, it's your job to run around and right-click on the mines while you're full health or while you have a cooldown going, so that the mine will explode and hit only you rather than the entire raid. Now, you'll be shot into the air slightly. After you come down, you can run over and click on another mine and repeat this process. Again, make sure you're full health before you do this. As a tank, you won't take a whole lot of damage, but you don't want to risk it by being really low health before you do so. If you don't have full health, you can use a cooldown to help you survive the damage. But basically, a good tank can clear 2 or 3 mines in every set if they're quick about it. So just make sure if you're not the current tank during assault mode, you run over and get those mines as quick as you can. Once the boss reaches full energy, he will enter siege mode, and this mode lasts about a minute, a little longer. During this time, the boss no longer attacks tanks like normal. He will just stand there stationary, drilling into the ground a bit. So your basic job as a tank during this siege mode is to handle crawler mines, just like you did before when you were not the main tank on the boss. So run around, get those mines as much as you can, and otherwise just be ready to put the boss in the right facing or position once again after he runs out of energy and the assault mode begins once again. And that's it. These phases will just repeat back and forth. He'll now be in assault mode and gain energy, and then he'll go back to siege mode and repeat over and over. So just keep on those two things, keep your tank swaps going, handle the mines, and you should be good to go. That is the normal tank guide for Iron Juggernaut. Good luck, and thanks for watching.